So I got this question yesterday from a watcher here, who described his situation as having his mind every now and then come after him. So he says that he has certain days where he feels great, he feels amazing, he feels everything is on a roll, he's confident, he has self esteem, he feels certain of himself. But then he said that he has certain days where he simply feels like his mind attacked him and he feels full of doubt. He feels like nothing will work. He just feels like such a loser. He feels like he will never accomplish anything. He feels that anything and everything he does is pointless and worthless. So his situation is pretty intense. And he asked me what can he do about it because he just doesn't want to go through this binge up and down cycle anymore. So I thought this question was really interesting because this is something that I was struggling with and dealing with in my journey. When I was developing myself, I had these days come up for me very often. And I want to take a time, just a couple of minutes, to answer this question because I think that a lot of people struggle with this or have experienced this and regularly experience this, even though they don't know it, so they confuse it with something else. So, what is this? What is happening when you think you're on top of the world one day and then you are at the bottom of the valley the other? What is happening here is your mind is causing you problems. Now, one thing that I've learned in my journey, and this was very early on, is that your mind is not your friend. Your mind is actually your enemy. You see, we have a mind or our brain is 2 million years old, and it wasn't built to help us succeed. It was actually built to help us survive. And through design, there's a intrinsic, I would say, mistake or fault in the brain, and that is that it will do more to try to protect you than it will to try to open a new opportunity for you. So that's why you'll see most people will do less to gain something than to lose something. If I tell you you can win a car by doing this, you're going to be kind of motivated. But if I tell you you're going to lose your car if you don't do this, then you're going to be very motivated. So that's how our brains work. They're designed, and that's the fault in the design. They're designed more to keep us survive than to make us and help us succeed. So for this reason, our mind has developed a defensive mechanism, which is whenever you're trying to do something, whenever you're trying to go to a new level in your life, it's gonna tell you about all the things that can go wrong and how can you protect yourself. It's gonna try to keep you back, hold you down so you stay safe. The intent of the mind is not bad. It's not like it's on purpose trying to sabotage you, but it is very logical actually. The purpose of the mind is just to keep you safe, just to keep you from harm's way. But because of that, when you let it loose, your mind will, most of the time, and will be more focused on all the things that you either don't have, on the things that you can't do. Okay, it will fill you up. In other words, it will fill you up with doubt. So it will stop you from trying because when you try, you may fail, and failure may mean you dying, you not surviving. Okay? So, first thing you need to understand that your mind is not your friend. Your mind is there to protect you, but it's not your friend. Your mind is your enemy. Your mind is very good at convincing you out of things that you really want to do. So let's say, for example, you start on something. This is very common when you start something in business. For example, let me take these videos that I'm doing as an example. Somebody may say, I'm going to start making videos, and he's going to be very motivated, and he's going to go the first. Actually, I can talk about how I started. I started making videos, and then I thought it was a great idea. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to share what I've learned, get to help people. Maybe they'll learn something. Maybe I'll change their lives, through video. And then a week in, I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of repetitive, redundant. I don't see any results. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But then I keep going. And then week 2, week 3 comes, and then I would have a day where it's like, this is really not, this is pointless. I don't see any sense in this. There's no meaning in this. And what I wanted to do at week 3 was to quit and just to say, look, this is not working. Forget it. Let me try and do something else. And I found that people who are successful, they have this thing which is called narrow-mindedness when it comes to achieving their goals, which is like a horse. When a horse will go race, they'll put him maybe you saw horses with that, so he cannot look left or right. He can only see straight, because when he can see straight, he can run faster. And with some things, you just need to see straight, but your mind doesn't like that. Your mind wants to find fault and mistakes all around you. So, you'll just wake up one day and you'll just notice, like yesterday you felt great, and today you feel like your world has ended. The ships have sunk, right? And you have no idea how to get yourself out of this. So, this is the why this happens. How about what can you do about it? Well, now that you know why this happens, because your mind wants to protect you and try to keep you where you are, now that you know why this happens, understand the next time when this happens, when you have those thoughts, and this is actually how I've kind of overcame it, is to become aware that these thoughts, these ideas are not you. So when the mind says, who are you kidding? Who are you at the end of the day? That's not you. That's not you talking to yourself. That's your mind talking to yourself. That's your mind gibbering to you. Imagine your mind as being this monkey in your head, and it's just jumping all around, la, la, la. And on some days, it just feels in the mood to mess with you. So it will tell you stuff like, this relationship isn't good at the end of the day. You should just get out of it, or you should cause problems. You should argue today just for the sake of it. Look at how your partner, how your girl, how your man is doing this all the time. Doesn't that bother you? And then you're gonna get into that loop. The mind, the monkey in the mind, can also find fault in something that you do. You start a project, and then 2 weeks in, you're like, oh, scratching your head. Maybe this isn't what I actually wanted. Gotta fix my hair. What I actually wanted, right? You're gonna step in front of the video. You want to make a video, and then the mind is going, well, this is kind of stupid. This is a stupid idea. I'm dealing with the monkey mind as we speak. Not like in this moment, but the monkey mind is always there. The monkey mind always wants to mess with you, always wants to cause you problems, always wants to protect you. Okay? So in a sense, it's there to sabotage any success that you want to achieve, any progress that you want to make. Because progress is risky in the mind of the monkey. Okay? So, become aware of the thoughts. You may even want to write them down. And then understand that that's not you, that's the monkey mind. And here's what I found worked really well for me. You write down the thoughts, or you observe the thoughts, and you say, this is interesting. Let me see what the monkey mind is going to come up with as well. What else is the monkey mind going to come up with? Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, I'll never amount to anything. Oh, that's great. I haven't really done anything in life. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm a loser? Oh, wow. And treat it like a kid, like a child who just didn't get a chocolate bar from you and now wants to insult you with anything he has. But the monkey mind is especially powerful because they know where to hit, right? The monkey mind knows you well, so it will hit on your insecurities. You'll say, you're short, or your nose is big, or, you're actually pretty ugly, or you're stupid. it will go really low, really deep. So you'll see people get entangled with this monkey mind, and the monkey mind will own them. The monkey mind will own their life. Let me share with you a secret. It has owned my life as well. A good part, when I was starting out in business and I had monkey mind, like doubt, doubt, doubt. That was my inner doubt. It was always the monkey mind. I would just wake up, I would do something for 2 or 3 days, and then the monkey mind would turn on and it would just crush me. And I wouldn't know how to get myself back up. So what I would do, and this was my standard, I would just back away. I would stop doing whatever I was doing until the situation kind of cooled off, and then I would come back and start over. At least I started over. That's why I've done something. But what if I didn't? And so many people get their lives stolen by their monkey mind. So don't take the monkey mind seriously. Treat it as a child in your mind that just wants to say stuff to get you off track. And then don't get off track. Whatever you said you're going to do it. Here's one word of caution as well. The monkey mind is actually sometimes gonna pretend like it's very intellectual. So I remember I started this ritual of waking up early at 6 o'clock. And then I had that ritual going for a couple of days. And then I had a meeting on that day. And I said to myself, I woke up at 6 and I was like, I have a meeting today. It's pretty important. I should get some more sleep. That was the monkey mind. The monkey mind tried to be all sophisticated. They're like, oh, you should get more sleep today because you have an important meeting. So that 13 minutes of more sleep is going to have a huge effect on you, right? So be careful of the monkey mind. Monkey mind is never asleep. Don't take it seriously. Write it down. And finally, one thing that I really learned works for me really well, and that is physical exercise. I've noticed that if I push the limit in my physical body, somehow the monkey mind gets more quiet and doesn't have space to talk so much. So if I go for a really difficult run, like when I give my best, I can hardly breathe anymore, I will notice that monkey mind subsiding and confidence will start coming out. Not doubt, but confidence. So the strength is in your body. The weakness is in the mind. So when you find yourself a lot in your mind, in your head, like you're thinking a lot, that's when the monkey mind can be the most active. But when you get back into the body, like you hit the gym, or you go for a run or you go for a jog and you do something intense physically, you'll just notice that monkey mind subsiding and you won't even have those thoughts coming up in the first place. But nevertheless, remember not to take it seriously because it's going to steal your life. It's going to take away as much as it can. Be careful of the monkey mind. And I just want to tell you that you are stronger than the monkey mind. But you have to be aware, you have to be alert, and you can never let the monkey mind do what it wants to do.